Chris Glanville, Systems Engineer to Station Innovation. Today I'm here to introduce a relatively new product, this solenoid control valve. We've been doing automation for engines and pumps, both electric and diesel monos for quite a while. We're now introducing solenoid control valves for people who are on domestic stock water, who have a water supply that's perhaps provided by the City Council, but obviously they're paid for what they use, or they pay for what they use, and it's metered. So this solenoid control valve allows you to fill your tank according to the water level that's in it, and the valve and the tank don't have to be located together. So you can switch the point, the same as we do with our other automation, up to 10 kilometres between them. You can switch the flow up to 10 kilometres apart. So this solenoid control valve actually uses two of the sensor outputs from the EcoSAT, and you'll see here we have a single cable coming from this solenoid control valve. It's a 40mm control valve. Comes to our control box here, and from there it goes to two leads that usually go into number 1 and number 2, and we'll pre-configure it. It's important that they're labelled 1 and 2, and it's important that they actually connect in the right order. If they're connected in the reverse order, then the valve will be on when it's meant to be off, and off when it's meant to be on. The only other thing to note in the installation is the flow of water must be in the direction of the arrow. So in this test setup, we've got a pressure pump here that's pumping out of this IBC container, goes through the solenoid control valve and just back into the container. So there's really not that much to it. This is a test setup obviously, but really again the only things to remember are the valve must be installed with the arrow in the direction of the flow of the water. Both the plugs must be connected, and they must be connected as they are labelled, number 1 to number 1, number 2 to number 2. And it's recommended that you test it with the app before you leave, which we'll go through now. So I've got the app here ready now to pair to the device, and I've logged in. And if you don't have mobile coverage, that's okay, the app will still work without it. But you need to log in before you head out into an area of no mobile coverage if you haven't done so already. Once I'm on site, I need to take a magnet, something a little bit stronger than a fridge magnet, but just about anything else will do, and wave it over plug number 1 of the EcoSAT. Now I know I've got it to work because the EcoSAT will give a short beep, and that lets me know two things. If you've got the light indicator will tell you what the EcoSAT is doing, and it also makes the Bluetooth available for 10 seconds. If you don't pair to it within 10 seconds, you can either wave the magnet again, or the Bluetooth simply goes to sleep. Once you're paired to it, it'll stay there available until you leave. No need to do anything when you leave, just simply walk off, the pairing will break, and the unit will go back to sleep or continue doing whatever it's doing. So I just keep waving the magnet. Okay, it's pairing now. Okay. Now that it's paired, I can see the state of the valve is currently on, or currently off, sorry. I can see the temperature and I can see any errors that are reported. So for this test setup, I can now turn all the water taps on. And turn the power on. Okay, now that the pairing is completed, I can turn the valve on. And just give it a couple of moments, because it can take a couple of minutes before everything changes over. The first step is you may hear a click in the control box before the solenoid valve actually actuates. And now you can hear it's running. So the pressure in the line has dropped, and the pressure pump is flowing water. I can hear it coming out of this hose and going back into the tank. So that's perfect, that's great. So now I can hit stop, and again just give it a couple of minutes. So I've already hit stop, and I'm just waiting for the pump to stop. Just get ready because the alarm is obviously switching off. Okay, there it's stopped. You can hear the pressure building in the pump, and the pressure switch will stop this test bump in just a moment. And there it is. Test complete.